Welcome back to Demonology, an actual play podcast, and it's season 2, and we are resuming Le Chanel Horreur on Guernsey.
As a sidebar, the way that people pronounce the Guernsey version of French, they are just saying the word Guernsey, and I don't want to take that away from them.
Good for them.
They are just saying Guernseys.
Good for them. We should do our introductions again. Say who we are, who we're playing, and our pronouns. So I'm Alex. I'm playing Accrington Stanley, and my pronouns are he and they, and Accrington's are he, him. He's boring that way.
I continue to be Siobhan. I continue to be he, him, and I continue, God bless us, to be the medium.
Everyone. I am Fionn, just Fionn. I am playing Sir Rumpert, the druid knight of the sea, and my pronouns not as well as Rumpert's, I suppose, since he is sort of a multi-dimensional being. My pronouns are he, him, and his are all sorts of things.
Hello, I'm Mo, and I play the one and only Eli Swalthorn, and my pronouns are they, them.
Yay.
Hi, my name's Felix. I use they, them pronouns, and I play Countess Valentina Lisitsa, who is a crusading noble. Did I say my pronouns? I think I did. Did I? Yeah, there we go.
Hi, I'm Amy. I use the pronouns she, her, and I'm playing Pipsa the Hog Hag, who also uses she, her.
I'm Belle, he, him, and I'm playing Armitage Shanks, also he, him, a ritualist and waste disposal extraordinaire.
The religious toilet doctor.
In summary.
The toilet doctor!
All in quotation marks.
Doctor Toilet.
Renowned Esquire, and so on. Master Medium, will you do a recap of what happened last time?
I shall. On the last episode of Demonology, an actual play podcast, we arrived to the island of Guernsey on the ship of Captain Eugenius Drummond, a senior member of the Inquisition who was not too pleased by all of the pig shit sloshing about.
His name is Eugenius?
Yes.
I swear I have been writing his name down as Ingenious this whole time.
No, he was you the whole time.
Yeah.
Stop gaslighting me. Proceed with the recap, sorry.
Right. Pig shit on the poop deck. A fun idea as a pun, but not if you own the boat. You arrived to the harbour at St. Peter Port. You were directed to the castle cornet behind you, where you met the very elderly Sir Thomas Layton and his nurse, Anne Courgard. Anne Courgard was a store of information about the troubles of the island, while Sir Thomas didn't really know what day it was.
But we all prevented him from dying.
Yes.
Eli used doctoring, and now the man is immortal.
Some good herbs.
You gave him some wonderful 17th century doctoring, and though he will still definitely die, he's cooler about it now. And it's a good thing that we've resumed with Armitage Shanks, because Armitage had spoken just at the end of the last session. He'd been chatting to the chaplain at Castle Cornet and had secured the chapel as a holy site. And from there, which spell are you actually casting, Armitage?
Let's see if it's still there. I am casting Sanctifico. The ritualist will spread the sanctity of heaven on a place, keeping out those whose spirit is enthralled by black magic and severed from the divine. I walk from my holy site to a place I wish to sanctify, chanting through my procession. The sanctification remains as long as the seal at your holy site remains intact. So my silver crucifix has been placed on the altar of the chapel, much to the chagrin of the priest there. It's covered in like my sweat and everything, and some weird body odor that he can't quite place.
It's shit. It's human shit.
Well, that also with like the strong scent of ammonia. And
the other thing is you get to pick a seal, so you get to.
Yes, I was going to ask which seal is he casting Sanctifico with? Please let it be silly.
They all give you sort of like little buffs until the next morning, or little quirks. I don't necessarily think they are.
Yeah. Quirks is a good way to put it there, Wilcox.
I didn't know there was like specific seals. I just thought the seal was.
You can have a look at them in a second. They're like 89 if you want to just keep going with what you do.
It's okay. His seals he actually has recorded. He's giggling. That's a bad sign.
I'm gonna go for the Herald seal.
Cool.
Would you like to inform the listeners what the Herald seal does to you?
Cry out for glory. The servants of the Most High are with thee. Be ye not afraid. Until the following dawn, I am able to sprout glorious wings with which I may fly. However, with the wings, you take on the awesome image of the angels as they appeared to Ezekiel. So I can fly, but I become an unknowable being that will surely cause the peasants that see me to descend into insanity.
Just wheels and eyes. Just wheels and eyes.
Visit the pirates like that.
No, because you may actually want their help and not to send them entirely mad.
What could be a better help than reminding them that God is on their side? I ask you, dear medium.
Or the fury of God is not on their side.
So that'll be quite good, because if Rumpert comes up to them and then they kind of question him, already questioning their own judgment at questioning Rumpert, then if just the sign of God appears out of the sea rising
this
up
is what I'm thinking.
behind him.
Oh, what will you say instead of be not afraid? Will you say, dost thou want a chamber pot?
Dost thou
wish
not
to
wish
shit
to
deliciously?
live cleanlessly? Oh yeah, that was better. Dost thou not wish to shit deliciously?
Okay. So Sanctifico cast with the Herald seal. I'll make a note of that. And thus, Castle Cornet has been sanctified.
I got a question that bleeds over from last time. All of those things that Anna said, can I take a clue?
Oh, absolutely. There's a big old fucking sexy rump of clues there.
Thank you. I'll take some shit's happening, I guess.
Go on. You can take like the clue.
There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. The island of Guernsey is
so
feeling pretty attacked right now. So Armitage has cast his lovely spell, and I can't wait to see when their wings come out. But those who are with Armitage, Eli, Pipsa, and Rumpert, are you going to continue to Amis, or will any of you join back up with the Countess and Accrington to go with them where they might go, as they have a big list of places to visit?
I gave you the letter, so maybe judge from the letter, see if the letter is like,
Yeah,
I want to kill some people who look magic.
Yeah, Rumpert opens up the letter and has a read of it. What does it say?
I've got a question. Can Rumpert actually read English?
Rumpert can literally read more languages than you can spell.
Rumpert can read a lot.
Oh, so you can read less than 0. Great.
Sometimes the stupid man is king.
The trick is to drag him down.
Rumpert can speak and read and write.
So the wording of the letter is thus: Thomas, as I have said, and now you must see, the devil is afoot again in this island, and I will have him out, with or without your help. Your worshipful servant, Amistikatache.
So I kind of read that and I look around at this sort of cadre of suspicious-looking motherfuckers that I'm walking with. And I was just sort of thinking, like, maybe we shouldn't go and see the little man. That could be a bad thing. And I sort of explained to the group that this man seems to really hate magic and those who quite obviously practice it. I mean, we could go and see him all the same and perhaps have a word with him. But ultimately, I think that it will be somewhat useless and possibly unenjoying.
That's more, I think that might be more for the non-magical ones. You know, bitch and annoying. Conniving? Content conniving. I got
it. A pinky in the brain for a modern.
There was Anglican sisters that may know more. Are they?
You don't know about them yet, though.
Oh yeah, of course.
Would the Countess and Accrington like to meet the party in the courtyard? As I imagine you've just been watching Armitage go about chanting and howling.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely watching that.
This is just sort of like another day out for Pipsa, though. Like, she's all about
honestly,
the
this is nothing compared to her cult. Like, this is just like a little, like a little vacation. She's finding everything quite relaxing.
Isn't it just like a 17th century version of like a rave? It's like
maybe to you.
Pipsa's like, what? There's only one man chanting and screaming?
Pipsa's like, why has nobody else got a head in their bag? Like,
okay, so how do we divvy up where people are going then?
Do we have a map of the island?
Of the Isles? Yes, I will show you a map of the Isles.
Don't send us a GIF.
I won't send you a GIF.
This is a secondary episode, but it's really not a secondary episode, and we're all very sore still about the introduction of GIFs into our lives.
Everybody is really making it dead certain I cannot delete any GIF content.
You must put it in. You simply must. It's a fucking bane on my life.
This is when we get sued by the GIF people.
People need to know.
We're gonna get fucking cancelled for hating GIFs.
I'd just like to know what the fuck it is.
It's gonna turn out that GIFs like can be used to stop miscarriages or something. And we're gonna look like right plums.
I've googled GIF and it's like GIF file interchange format. JPEG file interchange format. It's literally like, what if I was able to change a JPEG?
Well, that sounds stupid.
But then with loads of technical words like ITUT recommendation T871. I don't know what that means.
It changes it so you can't open it. Is that what it does?
Useless.
Probably.
You must, change it so you need to open an app to open it. Yeah. How is that at all helpful?
I think the whole point is not helpful.
Right, emotions are running high, but Siobhan, can you please send us this fucking map?
I've shared my screen with you.
Well, I don't see it, buddy.
I very much have.
You remember last podcast when we were all really respectful and kind towards Alex?
I see. It's in the Discord. It's not in the Zoom.
Oh, sorry, Siobhan.
Like hell it is.
No, it's not.
Oh, you need to click on Siobhan.
If you click on Siobhan, it says stream.
I don't want to do that. I'll imagine.
That is a very small island.
Isn't it just? You're going to see all of it.
It didn't work.
So you can't zoom in.
Oh, it's so cute.
So the pirates you say are on the
Sark.
On Sark, that other little island.
There's Sark and then there's Little Sark.
My screen is not being.
Really nice.
Okay, I've just got a thing. As Sark's on another island, I can fly there.
Yes, you could, if you enjoy to do so, fly to the island of Sark.
I can also fly there.
That does mean that everyone between St. Peter Port and Sark would see a biblical angel screaming through the air.
What if I go really high?
If you walked directly to Sark, ignoring the fact that there is an ocean, it would take you about 2 hours. So, or maybe like 4 hours. So, like, I imagine flying, it's going to be like long and tiring.
Bitch, I'm an angel. What are you talking about?
No, that's the thing, Armitage. You sprout wings and fly. People see a biblical angel, but it really is just Armitage Shanks with wings. It's absolutely just the man in his kaftan and eels with wings.
Having said that,
he's not a healthy man.
If I turn into an eagle, I am just an eagle.
This is true.
How big is the eagle?
Not big enough to carry Armitage Shanks.
Not even in its claws.
Not even in his claws. Not with those shoes.
I think we should search this. What is the heaviest weight an eagle can carry?
We've already gone Monty Python. It's only been an hour.
So like my instinct is that like if we're gonna go somewhere outside, it's probably Saint Martin. That was the first place. I think that's where the kids are hearing singing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I say we go Saint Martin.
Remember, there is just a whole bunch of you, so you can split up to go to 2 places.
Or La Valde?
Saint Martin, Le Valais. Saint Martin, Le Val, and Saint Sampson were the 3 places the children were hearing singing.
So I'm up for going to like listen to some kids sing. That sounds fun for me.
Oh, and there's the one surviving family member from the fire.
Is that on the island Herm?
Maybe I could talk to them about the fire because I've seen so many people die in a bear suit on fire. That could be fun.
Do we have like easy access to boats and stuff?
You will have to negotiate access to boats because
we have to drop us off.
Captain Drummond dropped you off and then he left to go and do other important inquisitor things.
I see.
And also clean all the pig and horse shit from his boat.
Oops.
If only had a series of pipes.
Oh, we also need to look into the shipwreck. I think the shipwreck's a good thing to look into because that was in the letter. That was like Leopold's tankard, and there's also a lingering ship by Sark. That's the pirates, right?
That's the pirates.
That's the pirates.
I've zoomed in. You can see Bordeaux Harbour is where this ship was the wreck ended up.
That's in the way of the kids hearing singing. So it's maybe
there's Saint Sampson. There's
whammy.
Bordeaux.
Well, should we just go north and check in on the kids and then head up towards St. Sampson? I think we should stick together.
If you guys head that way, shall us humans interrogate the witch man?
That's a good shout.
So will Armitage, Valentina, and Accrington go to see Mr. Catteray, and everyone else go to the shipwreck?
Armitage isn't coming with us. He's the magic person.
But I don't look magic.
It doesn't look magic.
It looks like
odd.
It looks like
only
a
when I
doctor.
choose to fly. Only when I choose to fly do I look magic.
Okay, yeah, no, you need to go with the others.
Do you not trust me?
No.
Has anyone ever said yes to that question when you asked them, Alex?
Okay, so Accrington and the Countess are going to see a Mr. Catteray.
We could take Eli. Eli.
You want to go?
Eli's a nice boy.
Sure.
Looks like I'm with you, big man.
All right.
So Pipsa Rumpert. You will be. What's it, Countess? I'm counting 6. I'm not seeing 6. Where's my S's? Oh, and Armitage, of course. I always forget that he's actually a wizard. Armitage will be going to Bordeaux Harbour via St. Sampson to see said children who are witnessing this singing.
Mm-hmm. And we can meet you guys up towards the shipwreck.
Cool. Sounds good.
Right. We divide, thankfully, because of the Countess. You all have horses.
Thank you, Countess.
So welcome.
This time, I shall first go with Pipsa, Rumpert, and Armitage, as we had a great deal of the Countess and Accrington being deceptive with that poor nurse.
That's fine with me.
Right. So you ride. You ride from St. Peter Port, and you ride up towards St. Sampson. But, and here's a fun thing about Guernsey during this time period. At high tide, you have to cross a bridge because a third of the island is simply separated by a body of water.
I kind of love that. That's great.
This is known as the Bray du Val, which you may witness as not a thing we won't talk about inside the chat channel. There's a map of the Bray du Val. You'll be crossing at St. Sampson's Ford. That journey will take you perhaps an hour or so.
Okay. While we're going, can I make some sort of just check? Just looking at the countryside, I just want to sniff out any sort of like disturbance in nature. So I'm going to throw in my knowledge of Druidic and Fey studies as well as my enhanced senses with Primal Perceptor.
This is a Constitution or Perception?
Constitution. I think.
Constitution. So are you... Oh, actually, because you're just trying to perceive. So go for your intelligence with your perception and your enhanced senses.
So that's 2 die. Thank you for giving me the thing I didn't want. Yep. Sweet shit all.
Rump smells only good dung on the fields.
This place, it smells a bit like shit. Overwhelmingly, in fact, like shit. The lynx is a panicked.
Do any of you who are riding with Rumpert have any checks you want to do as you go by, or is Rumpert's failure dissuaded you?
I mean, it has put me off, I'm not gonna lie. Can I do like a check in agriculture to see if anything's like with the crops?
Oh yeah. You throw in a perception. You throw in your agriculture to a perception check, and you can have a little look.
Okay. Thanks, buddy. Just a little bit, just one.
So you note as you ride to St. Sampson that the fences that would be keeping in sheep and hogs and cattle, many of the fences seem to have been just knocked over.
Knocked or pushed?
Violently removed from their place.
Thank you very much.
Any checks from Armitage?
I might do a scavenging check if I can. And just whilst we're riding past, just see if I can spot anything that looks useful, as in looks like it could be useful, a useful tool that has been left.
Well, you scavenge away, good Armitage.
Okay, I need to roll. I got 2 on scavenging, and I've also got scavenging. So does that mean that I've got 3?
You've got 3.
8.
That's a success.
That's a success.
You're almost to St. Sampson now, but you do spot along the way a horn made from a ram's horn that is used by the people around here for like the call to work and for leaving work. Would you like to pick up this ram's horn bugle?
Oh, definitely.
then you may have the ram's horn bugle added to your equipment.
Nice one.
I wish I had a ram's horn bugle.
Can I give it to Pipsa the Hog Hag?
Oh, can you?
You can.
Oh,
I give it to
yeah.
Pipsa the Hog Hag.
Oh, Armitage Shanks. You charmer.
Armitage Shanks at your cervix.
You're my new best friend, mate.
Very excited to see what that friendship will mean.
Chaos, I'm sure of it.
Is Pipsa walking to Samson backwards, or does she only walk into rooms backwards?
No, she can ride her horse forwards. No one.
Yeah. No, can she sit on the horse backwards?
So she can ride it forwards. She's choosing, in this instance, to ride it backwards.
Yeah, she likes to mix it up. Sometimes it's forwards, sometimes it's backwards. Today is a backwards day.
So you get to the crossing at St. Sampson's Harbour. St. Sampson's Ford. You make your way across. There are some curious farm hands watching you because you look bizarre.
It's rude.
They're local people who've only seen local things. And it will not surprise you to learn that St. Sampson just looks like another seaside town in Guernsey.
Oh, goody.
You cross the bridge to St. Sampson, and directly next to the bridge actually is St. Sampson's Church on the other side. Do you want to stop in there or continue on to the village?
Can we have a look around, see if anything's broken about it or despoiled in some way?
Anyone got perception?
Fuck no.
I mean, I can do it. I don't mind doing it, but you probably are better. So
I've got 3 die on intelligence, so I can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can give you a die for like having a sniffer for Druidic and Fae studies.
Does that count? Does that work because it's not part of the same thing?
Well, it's a knowledge thing, so it's a contextual die.
Okay, cool. Sweet. So that's 4 die. Success.
That's 3 successes.
What does that mean? Cheers,
you notice that St. Sampson's Church looks to just really be a shit heap. It is very neglected. There are great big holes in the roof. The stones have been overcome with moss. The only thing that lets you know it's still a functioning church is that the door is clean.
Wait, so the door, so everything else is shit, but the door has been cleaned?
Yes.
Okay.
That seems suspicious, doesn't it?
I hide behind Rumpert and gently push him towards the door.
I obviously walk towards the door and give it an incredibly loud knock.
Enter!
I walk in.
I follow. Still hiding behind him.
But I enter backwards. And I'm hiding the pig as well.
There's a tall woman with blonde hair up in a bun and a little stylish ruff about her neck. Sweeping. She doesn't look like the kind of woman who normally engages in sweeping. She seems like a fancier lady who's taken it upon herself to try and help out.
I push Rumpert aside. I'm immediately entranced.
I don't move.
I push him and just end up moving myself. And stumble forward towards her and bow low, which in my case is very low, taking off my hat and announce myself as Armitage Shanks, waste removal extraordinaire at your cervix. I can see you might be in a spot of bother. May I help?
Cervix.
There's a
Yeah, I did.
A little pause. Pardon me, sir. Did you say cervix?
What? Nah.
Armitage persuaded that you didn't just say the word cervix.
What's the sleigh looking like there, Armitage?
Should I bring the bugle?
So my sway is 1.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I thought that might be the case.
That's what happens if you stack your intelligence.
Look, if it goes all wrong, I'll
Does
just
anyone got any help? Can
I
anyone
can
help
just-
me?
distract with the pig. Like,
Does anyone have any like perception or anything that can or sway that
No.
can help me?
no, mate, I don't.
No, because I've got 1 intelligence.
I no.
Go on, honk it.
Fake. It failed. It's a fail.
No. Yeah.
The tall blonde woman blinks to herself a few times and then says, "Come now, we have heard stranger things. How might I help you, gentlemen?" And then she looks at Pipsa. "And lady?"
Can I just have a little sidebar with Pipsa and Rumpert here? I think we should go in saying we should help her, get her on our side, be like, right, the church is a mess, let's help you out, and then she might be able to help us. Or do you
I
reckon
say
it's not
go
worth
for it.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The question is not how may you help us, but how may we help you? We are 3 God-fearing folk traveling across this island to see how we may further enforce God's will upon the land. We can see that your church is in some disrepair, and as you can, and as my big man next to me can attest to, we have the strength to move any object.
Can I make a brawn test?
Yes, you may make a brawn test.
All right, is there a pew nearby?
Yes, there are pews nearby.
Wonderful. Yeah, I pick a pew up and lift it clean over my head.
As you lift the pew, both ends of the pew, where the armrests are, just fall off.
Making it worse.
I put it down.
Yes, I can see you are very strong, dirty man.
See, he is
suck
dirty,
some of the hair
for he
into my
cleans
face.
everything.
This
The
remains
dirt
to be
attracts
seen.
to him.
If you would like to help me, I am Lady Emily de Vic. I'm the seigneur in these parts. At the manor here in Saint Samson, and I am not a priest. I am a noblewoman. The priest here is the same priest at Saint Michel Duval. He's a busy man. He and I would both appreciate your help. So clean, and I may have some use for you.
Can I roll another scavenging check whilst I clean?
Yeah, you may.
Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm interested to see where you're going with this.
Well, I just figure, like, this church is in disrepair. Why is it in disrepair? It's a church. This is like at the time when the only thing that looked nice was churches. So,
What's going on with the church?
yeah, what's going on with the church? 3d6. Yeah, success.
2 successes.
2 successes.
2 successes. So, as you set about cleaning the place, to be honest, you don't find anything. Because it's a church that's like a secondary church and the rector is hardly here, the people mostly go to Saint Michel Duval, and this church is, for all accounts, essentially abandoned. All you pick up is just a pewter cup.
All right, cool. I give this to Lady, what's her name? And just be like, yo, I found this. Ish.
Oh, how nice. We donated these some years ago. I wondered where they had gone.
Sweet. Does that make her like me now?
Yes, it does.
Sick. I'm on the pull.
Can I do a performance check and try and get like the pig to help me clean? So we do it super fast?
Yes, you may.
I can? Okay, cool. I think I got one.
You did.
Tasty.
You and Filbert merrily gamble about the church, seemingly doing nothing. But bizarrely, the space behind you is clean after you stop dancing on it. And she's not quite sure how that works. Rumpert, will you simply clean, or do you have some...
Rumpert is... Wait, what kind of church is this?
What kind of church?
Yeah, what kind of church is it? Like
As
what
in denomination? It's just it's just an Anglican church.
I half-heartedly clean it.
Rumpert!
Clean it!
I'm not about it. I'm kind of low-key glad I broke the pew. It's like that Rumpert's got like a broom and he's kind of just like pushing dirt piles into other dirt piles. It's like it's all the fucking same. Like not even a fucking statue. Just being generally quite dour about the dourness of this church.
I'd like Filbert the pig to shake his head at you disapprovingly.
I'd like to...
in pig, what are you looking at me for? This has nothing to do with you.
Your quick conversing in pig does startle the lady, but she takes it in her stride. And she mutters
kind of cool.
And she mutters to herself.
Like she knows magic. It feels like she doesn't really seem to give a shit that like you're using pigs.
Some sort of perception check on her, or like see what the vibe is. Maybe crack some pig jokes.
Yeah, to be fair, can I make another perception check? But I do, and would I be able to use my primary perceptor as well as druidic and face toes? I just want to check if she's like got a sniff of the essential about her.
You can.
So does that give me 3d6?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That's a success. Anything essential?
You see that Lady Emily has like a faint aura of natural magic around her.
Natural magic, you say?
Yeah.
So like, certainly nothing demonic.
Nothing demonic.
Yeah, what does natural magic mean?
It's all very pleasant, it's all very druidic, all very fey, all very green and verdant.
Well, hold on, Pipsa, aren't you druid? Aren't you like a druid?
No. I was thinking about it and then I decided against
Rumpert's a druid, though.
What does Pipsa do? What is Pipsa?
She's a thaumaturge.
She is. And, she's well trained in civil law because she had to escape the cult. And then she was like, that can't be legal. Turns out it's not.
Is it worth approaching her and maybe discussing the benefits of druidic magic in the pursuit of God?
Yeah, so I suppose I'm going to go over to her, and when I see that she's not really fazed by the pig chat, I kind of sweep over, just like really collecting dirt and spreading it around more than moving it away from places. And I kind of lean on my broom and say, I'll be honest with you, this is not really for me. The lack of iconography, the ultimate lack of importance on transubstantiation, no one setting their hands on fire, and a kind of spark starts dancing across my knuckles.
Lady Emily leans towards you. I have always thought it quite dull.
It is dull. It is. The sense of pageantry is non-existent.
You know, before Queen Elizabeth came here with her insistence that everyone must be of the Church of England, it was quite fun.
And I imagine that there are still parts of the island where people know how to...
The island. Carry on.
You've upset him. You've done it now, Belle.
Oh, go on, big man.
I'm never once going to apologise for being mean to Alex on this podcast, because as much as Amy likes to defend him, the boy is indefensible.
Once again,
Alex, you've really done it now.
Towards the audience, we are his friends.
In name only.
There are places on the island that one might, if one were so inclined to see the old ways, one could.
The spark on my knuckles becomes a little bit brighter. And I sort of like very unsubtly, whilst keeping a sort of like conspiratorial look on my face, pull out a map and a quill, sort of like gesticulate as to where that might be.
Oh, I see. Well, if I was so inclined to find such a place, there is a tomb in the parish of Le Valley. They call it the Altar of Deus, from a much older time. There may be some power there. And as she says this, she snatches the fire from Rumpert's hand and puts it out.
Ooh.
Does feel horny.
Really does.
Rumpert's
what are you trying to do?
Rumpert's breath kind of catches in his throat, and then he just like exhales two big jets of steam from his nostrils.
Rumpert's
like
a cartoon character.
Rumpert is a cartoon character. He can't exist in real life because he's a fucking cartoon.
If Rumpert got hit with an anvil, he'd flatten for a little bit and then like boing out.
Or like the Roadrunner.
He'd get like a sort of a horn just growing up through his head, and he just kind of push it back down again.
Rumpert would 200% run into a wall that has been painted on to look like a door.
Yeah, that was the vibe when I created him. Was the biggest, goofiest himbo that could exist.
So
but not in the real life.
Where is this altar? Where does she mark it on the map?
Of the Deus Dolmen?
So can you show us on the...
I can show you on the map. It is a real place. The Deus Dolmen is north of Bordeaux Harbour. I will quickly share my screen too.
Oh, yes. Ooh. That's fucking spooky.
Isn't it spooky as shit?
Like, why'd you need those stones placed like that, huh?
Okay, so we're definitely going there once we've seen these kids.
Yeah.
Because it's just continuing along, isn't it? That looks like a penis.
Thank you, Alex, for that insightful comment.
Hey, man. You never know when it's going to come in handy.
Knowing
what a dick.
7 years of all boys school. Finally.
Well, that's the Deus Dolmen.
Neolithic tomb. Neolithic. Fuck.
It's very old.
Wait, I'm really sorry, but where on earth are we looking?
I'm just on
stream.
Google Maps.
You're on Google Maps.
It was on the stream, but it's ended now. But it's basically just like it's literally like when we go to see the kids, once we've seen the kids, we'll just carry on up that road going up north, and we'll hit it.
We'll hit it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll smack it.
All right.
We'll say hello. I don't know if there's anything. As much as I love the lady, I don't know if there's anything else she can tell us. Do we just drop tools and just walk out in a strike?
I'm fucking done.
Lady Emily
Fuck your church.
looks around the church. Why, this is quite pleasant in a provincial way, I suppose. You may go. You may call on me at Devik Manor if you require something.
Can I leave her my card?
Can I give her
Just
a
in case she ever
truffle as a
needs any more
parting
waste
gift?
removal. Oh,
Sorry.
no, you go. Yours
Can
is
I-
So
better.
a petal and a card.
If it was a truffle.
I want to give her a truffle from my pig.
I take out one of my glass vials.
A truffle.
I like that we're all enamored with this woman.
She's literally giving me a dream, and I'm like, oh, marry me.
I take out one of my glass vials, and I kind of look at her bashfully and kind of spit into it, and then blow into it, and cork it, shake it up, and give it to her. And say, "Enjoy." And then I kind of run, and then I kind of run out the church
Is
embarrassed.
that like Rumpert's equivalent of giving her your seed?
No, his seeds are very literal and very real.
They just fire out like a machine gun.
Like
Germinated.
seed.
Germinated.
This, I think, is a fine time as you leave the church to return to those meeting a Mr. Catere.
I've got a ploy here.
Mm.
Can we assume that we got the letter back?
You can, yes.
So I think I turn to the others and say, I have a little game to put a little bit of fear into this witch-hating gentleman.
Go on.
So Accrington then pulls his rifle off his back and pulls his horse pistol from inside of his coat. Horse pistol being,
Quite
sawn-off
substantial.
shotgun size. And starts wandering down to Amida Catere.
To shoot the man?
No, so the guns are not sort of like pointed at his direction. They're just sort of like, I'm holding my two guns.
I see, threatening.
No, sporting.
Okay.
He's sporting. Very good. You approach the doors of the royal court with his Accrington with his pistols out, with his horse pistol out.
And military issue rifle. It fell off the back of a boat. Which means it's probably not very good anymore, but
At the door of the royal court, there are two. Well, there is a man and a woman talking. These men and women are just very practically in their buff coats and their leather hosiery, chatting away. And then when they see you coming with their guns, the man stands up quickly and says, "Halt! What is your business?"
Goodness. You see the guns before the man. My name is Accrington Stanley. I am here to see Amida Catere. I'm with my employer, Countess Valentina. and our court doctor, Eli Sawthorne.
Nice to meet you.
We do not often have important visitors. Come. His lordship will be pleased to see you.
May he come outside?
No.
Well, I suppose
can I roll brawn?
Oh! Go on, Countess.
Let me try something. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. It works. I would like to fling my sigil at one of these stupid asses' head. And I will say, he will come.
Do you want to sling it at the man or the woman?
The man. I'm not sexist.
The Countess flings her sigil at the man's head. Go!
Oh boy, it's all in good fun.
Monji, I will fetch his lordship. He seems dazed, upset. He goes inside to try and find Denise.
This is a weird question, but what's the door to the royal court like?
Oh, it's just a big wooden double door.
Cool.
Can I ask why we're wanting to bring him outside?
I'm going to impose a shooting contest with the man.
See, I will let this happen.
How good are you at shooting?
Quite, but it's not a point of whether I win at shooting as to whether either of us shoot the letter that is probably he doesn't want people knowing that he is questioning the lordship.
This is true.
I just want him to know that we've got the letter, and I want him to be very...
Do any of you have skullduggery?
Does Accrington have skullduggery?
Because you could forge the letter, use a forged letter as the thing, so even if he destroys it, you still got the original.
That's true. Very quickly.
Absolutely silenced by Alex being useful.
What are we trying to do?
No. It's too late. The wheels are in motion.
It's too late.
I don't mind
if
the
man who Valentina hit in the head with her sigil returns with a Mysticatare.
With like an imprint of a fox's head on his forehead.
is quite a stout-looking man with an extraordinarily wide moustache.
White or wide?
Wide.
Monsieur de Cataret. My name is Accrington Stanley. I am in the employ of Countess Valentina Lisitsa. And this is our doctor, Eli Sawthorne. We are visiting on behalf of some... well, I'm sure you are quite aware of the troubles that are befalling the island.
And he slaps Accrington in the mouth, takes the Countess's hand and kisses it, and then looks at her and says, "It is very good of you to allow your servants to speak."
Well, Ami, do you see my guns?
Yes, I saw your guns.
Which is your preference?
The rifle.
Perfect. I hand him the rifle, and then I produce the letter and say, "And this shall be our target."
Oh.
Yes. You see, Monsieur de Cataret, we are resourceful individuals. And we are resourceful individuals who do very well to know of the people on the island and their allegiances and ideas. We are here, as a token of faith, to shoot up this little bit of paper, aren't we? We'll both take our shots, and we'll see who destroys it the best. And then I walk to the door, and I use my dagger to pin it on.
I see you have a game in mind.
Indeed I do, sir. Indeed I do.
D'accord.
So I wish to do something dangerous with a weapon. So I wish to roll a weaponry test. And I will state that I wish to impress with either fear or respect Ami de Cataret. Unfortunately, if I fail, he will be accidentally wounded.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I think is no bad thing.
I'll put the fear of God in him.
Yeah. Either way. So please roll your weaponry for me, Accrington Stanley.
Cool. It's just would this be an example of anatomy?
No.
Architecture?
It's a wooden.
Civil law?
Oh! You know what? I may give you architecture.
Dope. 3d6 then.
He does it.
That's a success.
Amazing.
That's the most impressive thing you've ever done as that character.
Yeah. So I think I take my horse pistol, obviously with two hands. I look to Amida Catteray and say, would you like to go first or shall I?
Please, you may.
I fire
on
him.
a gun.
As soon as he says please, before he finishes his sentence, I fire.
Oh. I see. Allow me.
Yes, of course.
Amir takes the rifle, points at the door, and dead-eyes the letter just as you have.
Why? We're both very good with guns.
Yes.
17th century flirting, everyone.
Elad, take this. He hands your rifle to the man with the fox imprint on his head. Come, sir.
I briefly make a motion of how to clean it.
He nods to Elad, who begins to do so. Come, sir. Tell me, what else besides sport does your lady wish?
Why, now I feel I should hand over to my lady. And I go and wander over to the door and take the letter back off, or whatever tattered remains of it there are.
It's a very good question. What do I want from him?
Well, you could technically go for the negotiation stage here, because Amida Catteray is actually the head of a faction, the same faction that Thomas Layton is in.
Could that have been the icebreaker?
Well, you've already broken the ice with the faction and done your bargaining, so that may actually have counted as your negotiation role succeeding.
I feel like this guy is going to be the dumb dickhead who calls in the crown forces.
You're very much correct on that.
I feel like the negotiation will be, no, don't do that.
Okay, then the employer, i.e. me, will say, you see, I am often bored, and I have come here to be entertained by the many mysteries that plague this place. Island, I do not wish to give it qualifiers. And I wish to not be interrupted or interfered with for the next, let us say, fortnight. I am efficient, you see. However, should I require assistance, is that of interest to the shooting sport?
Miss smiles slyly. I would so hate to disappoint a lady.
This is most pleasing to me.
You may have what you desire. And if perhaps the watch could assist you, a lad will be at your disposal.
Most
Lad,
excellent.
the man who you threw the sigil at, gives you a
yes, the imbecile. Always useful. I shall repay you in gossip. Oui?
Mais oui.
Do you want anything else from this man before we... Like, do we want to ask him about anything? Surely, right.
One small thing, Monsieur de Catteray. We've heard of these many incidences around the island. A fire on Belvoir, children hearing singing, these sorts of things. A many-headed monster in the swamps. Do you give this any credit?
I give a great deal of credit to talk of elle.
What concerns you the most, sir? And have you investigated any yourself?
Elad has told me that there is forgive me, a winged lizard that takes pigs and sheep.
No, not pigs.
A wind lizard.
Pardon, what is wind lizard?
Why, flying lizard, of course, my lady.
Does it have many heads?
Elad! And the man has finished cleaning the rifle and he passes it back to Accrington.
Thank you.
Non, Monseigneur. The lizard, it has a great span of wings, and I have seen a barbed tail.
And whereabouts is this lizard?
Everywhere, mistress. Everywhere.
Does it come out at any particular time of day?
In the watch, mistress. When the people they rise from their first sleep, they say they have seen this beast. I, myself, have seen it but once.
Whereabouts was this sighting made?
To say, Saint-Martin. I saw it above the manor of Le Family Sommeray.
I also want to know about the one he's accusing of witchcraft. What is the premise for the content of the letter?
This, guess, uncomfortably close to the Countess.
It's fine. She opens her coat and covers him with it.
Oh.
Secrecy, you see.
There's too much effort for it to be the work of men.
May I see some records of this much afoot?
There are no records. I have
suspicions, informants.
If the king were to see.
The king is a busy person. I am less busy. And I am also here. No?
But Lord Salisbury, he is not a busy person. I may keep him away for a time, but if it is too loud on the island, if I have record of it on the island, he may send someone.
It sounds like keeping him away, as you have just suggested, is a very smart thing to do.
And he shuffles around in Valentina's coat and turns to you.
Accrington's got his Dane axe out.
Yes, if you might deal with the trouble without the king knowing, I may be very charitable to what you say.
Well, there we go. Everyone's a winner.
Right. Everyone can win. But And then he pushes himself from Valentina's coat. This conversation cannot have happened. Hey, lad. Jean, what did you hear? And both of them simply reply, nothing, my lordship. Precisely. And he hurries back inside the royal house.
Well,
That went well.
dealt with.
It's important to see all of the reputable individuals when you arrive in a new place, I find.
Indeed. Mostly by introducing oneself aggressively.
Accrington puts his Dane axe, his dirk, his horse pistol, and his rifle away.
And with that, you may proceed towards Bordeaux Harbour. And I think this is a fine place to conclude our second episode.
Theon and Mo, what is your prestige at the moment?
I think Mo's slightly higher than mine.
51.
Fuck!
Mine is 39.
Ha! Mo is our ranking inquisitor. Mo
Oh
is
my
our
God.
boss for this session.
Yeah, Mo is in charge.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Baron, I have to say.
Eli's just been like helping out an old guy with some medicine, like going about, just like, oh yeah, by the way, if we could do exactly what I say,
I'll take advantage of that.
Eli's like me when I first became a teacher. It's like,
Oh gosh, I have
please
power?
do what I say.
Oh gosh.
Please.
Right, well, I have 3 questions for the party. First question is for everyone. Have you found out a detail that may lead you closer to the demon's hand?
Man,
Well, we know all about like the things that might be around, and we know where they are, and we know someone who is hunting witches. So I think altogether that probably puts us on 1 prestige.
I shall give it. Second question. Have you made a new and or useful ally in your fight against the demon's hand?
yeah.
Yes.
Indeed.
Allowed Ami de Cataret, that druid lady,
Emily.
Emily.
Yep, I will give you. Yeah, I will give you either Emily Duvic, Elad de Pépier, or Amis de Cataret. So that's 2 prestige. And the third question, individually, have you formed a closer bond with any of your fellow Inquisitors?
Yeah.
content conniving.
Me and Armitage Shanks are like,
Yeah.
we're getting on super well.
Yeah, I
That
gave
bugle changed
yeah,
my
that
whole
bugle.
life.
Yeah.
I think Armitage Shanks and Rumpert are also getting into the beginnings of what could be a very fruitful partnership, because they're both very interested in pirates.
We got that big man, small man, rascal energy.
Yeah.
That big Arnie Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito energy going on.
Yeah.
So there
It's
is another
twins.
prestige for Rumpert, for Armitage, and for Pipsa. What
Thank
about
you.
Eli the Countess and Accrington? Accrington
I-
and the Countess definitely can have a.
I
prestige
counted the
each.
prestige before we got to this conversation because of cunty and conniving. So
Oh yeah, cunting conniving was is a double act I didn't know we needed. Eli, I'll probably give you that prestige for your medicine work with Armitage.
Yeah, that was good.
Great.
Yeah,
We did work together on that one.
yeah, we did.
Wow.
So 3 prestige
All
for
around.
everyone.
Woohoo!
You
Remind me,
get 3
Siobhan,
prestige.
what the threshold for
Oh,
rank 6 is?
I've got them up here. I had them a second ago. Rank 6 is 40 and rank 7 is 54.
Well, then
What's
Rumpert
55,
needs a
Alex?
nickname and a title.
I'm ranked 7.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Oh my
Oh shit!
What
powerful.
Eli is so powerful.
I already have a title and a nickname.
Well, you just do your ranking up, Eli. That's okay.
Cool.
A title and a nickname for Rumpert Umpert.
Oof, the choices.
Oh, his title is Knight of Europe, surely, right?
Oh, he already has Knight of the Sea. It's going to be.
Where are you
Can
from?
it just be
where is
Sir
Rumpert from?
Rumpert the Clumpert?
Rumpert, Umpert, the Clumpert,
Yeah.
sea.
Rumpert the trumpet umpert. Well, he has a title, and because I knew this would happen in the first episode,
It's
so I've already
going
come
to
up with a
be
title.
Sir Rumpert Umpert, the boisterous
The
Lord
boisterous.
Lord Commander of the
Trumpet.
Knights of High Brazil.
Hi, Brazil.
Hi Brazil, spelled HYBRASIL.
I've got a question. Is Brazil known as Brazil at this time?
Well, Alex, if you shut your fucking mouth and listen to me, you'll learn something. So, hi Brazil.
Oh, God.
That was so rude. For literally no reason.
What do you mean? I thought it was quite funny.
That was a completely valid question, and you
I think the
just shot all
problem
over his face.
The problem that our listeners is going to have is that they're not going to see the facial expressions that me and Fionn are pulling at each other. So it's just going to, just with the audio extracted, it's going to sound like he's just mercilessly bullying me.
This is the thing. This is why we need to say we're all friends.
We've said it loads. Like, the people know we're friends. Like,
I'm
you
not
can
sure
hear
they
the
do.
smile in my voice whilst I tell Alex to shut his fucking mouth.
I can't hear a
Hi
smile.
Brazil. Hi Brazil is a mythical island that that definitely doesn't exist, but at the time was included on maps. It's this tiny island just off the west coast of Ireland that was supposedly home to magical seals. So Rumpert Umpert, a man who is from definitely somewhere in Europe, has been given a title to be a knight of a mythical island.
To the
He
west
is
of Ireland as well.
Yes.
So
yes,
like
the west
just
of Ireland.
far away from mainland Europe.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I'm putting your
So-
accent somewhere in between France and Germany.
It's everywhere. mate.
You can put it where you want. That's just
can't
where he
pin it
feels
down.
most comfortable. Was it Lord Commander there, Siobhan?
It was Lord Commander.
Now, he is the first of the Knights of High Brazil, so that doesn't take away from the fact that he is the Lord Commander.
So why did we not do the prestige at the end of the last episode? Do you only do it?
Because this was
At
just
the end
one
of the session.
session
One
for
For
us.
us, this is one for them.
Because then we would
For them,
accelerate
for the
leveling up too
plebs.
much.
For the
Alright,
plebs,
like-
it's two.
We'd get through like 3 Eli's a scenario.
Special treat.
Realize.
Stick around for episode 2.
And to be completely fair, we've mostly covered like 3 hours of actual like in-game time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
but
Fionn and
yeah,
I need to go.
It's very much
Yeah.
real time
Yeah.
the way we do this.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in, listening. Also, thanks to Tasha Soffler for the music and to Oscar Russell for the graphic design. Check out Watchtower Design on all of the places and the website to find more of his stuff. We're going to be back next week with more of Le Channel Horreur.
How do we find us, Alex?
Oh, I don't know. At Demonology RPG on all of them, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Join our Discord. Absolutely join our Discord. I don't know how you join a Discord.
I'd do it.
If you're listening to an actual play role-playing podcast, you fucking know how to use Discord. Let's be honest. Let's not kid ourselves about the kind of people that are listening to this.
It's on
they know how Discord works.
It's on like the it's definitely on our Twitter. I think it's
on Instagram too.
Yeah. It's
We'll find
about
it.
Yeah. Come on, join us, chat about demonology, play demonology. Cool. Thanks for tuning in.
DAE monology.
Oh yeah, Fiona, how do you remember that so much better than I do?
Because
He's
I
a
came
real
up
big
with the
nerd.
jingle.
That's
Yeah,
why.
DAE monology, not demonology with a demon, as you might spell it normally. Cool. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.
Bye.
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 I'm
And
Alex
that-
Bell.
Oh no.
Brings us to
Put your microphone next to your mouth. Also,
It's
we
not
can't
working
hear you.
anymore, Alex.
Yeah, no, can't hear him.
Not working.
What a shame.
Please bear with us while we have some technical difficulties.
he's coming back. He is coming back. He's definitely coming back.
We
Yeah.
still can't hear you,
I
Alex.
still can't hear you.
I'm still talking. Someone double over.
Maybe he's muted in the wrong place.
No, not muted in the oh no, sorry. Not muted in the Zoom. Or well, now is muted in the Zoom, but that was on me. Yeah, we can't hear you.
You know, this is a rare moment for me because I have often wished that Alex had a mute button. And
John,
now it's happening.
we're being nice to Alex today.
I was nice to Alex earlier. Now I need the pendulum needs to swing backwards.
No.
What I particularly enjoy is listeners to the podcast won't understand the relationships that exist before the recording happens.
I think they'll
Alex is
quickly
just some
discern.
twink.
They won't know that. They won't know that.
They'll know that Alex is just some twink from his voice. I guarantee it. You could listen to that man talk, that boy talk, for about 4 minutes and ascertain that there's a twink on the end of that horn.
Alex isn't a twink. Alex is a rugby jock.
He's a twunk then, at most.
Alex is a twunk. Alex is a
Being
twunk at most.
nasty.
I'm not being nasty. I'm being descriptive.
Nasty. With your descriptive language. You're making Alex sad.